Hi readers and writers, it's time to celebrate all the work we've done during this cycle. Today we will be doing a review. We'll practice spelling and do some decoding.
Materials!
Go ahead and grab some paper and a pencil. Here are our learning targets for today. I can read silly, closed syllable, and two-syllable words. And I can spell closed, two-syllable, and high-frequency words.
Transition song!
Gather round together, together, together. Gather round together to read silly words. They may sound a little strange, strange, strange. They may sound a little strange, 'cause that's how they're arranged.
Word work!
We are going to practice reading some silly words. For these words, they each have two syllables. So even though I don't know what they are, I can break the word up into each syllable and decode each syllable at a time. Let's do this first one together. I'm going to first look at the first syllable. I found that because I saw the vowel U, and then it's closed in by the F. So I know that F ends the syllable. Let's decode this first part. B-a-f, buff. And now the second part. F-in, fin. I put those two parts together, buff, fin, and I get buffin. Let's look at another word. I'm first going to find the vowels, and I see the short vowel U. It's closed in by an N, so I know it's going to be a short vowel sound. Let's tap out that first part. On, lun. And now let's tap out the second part. Here we go. N-L, nell. Let's put the two syllables together. Lun, nell, lunel. Thanks for helping me decode those silly words. Now that we've practiced decoding some silly words, let's spell some words with some style. As we spell today and you decide which silly voice you want to use, think about using a different silly voice for each syllable. Here's our first word, attic. Like, I'm going to keep my box in the attic. I'm going to divide that word into the syllables, at-tick. For the first syllable, I'm going to use my normal voice, A-T. And the second syllable, I'll spell it with my whisper voice, T-I-C. Put the whole word together, A-T-T-I-C. Here's a word you can spell with style. Let's look at it, himself. When you break that word into syllables, it's him and self. Spell that word with some style using a different voice for each syllable. Go ahead. Great job spelling with style.
Transition song!
It's time to decode words to show what we're learning. It's time to decode words to show what we've learned.
Fluency!
Now, let's practice decoding some words that follow what we've been working on during this cycle. As the words pop up on your screen, do your best to decode them. If it's a longer word with two syllables, remember that you can work to decode each syllable at a time and then put the syllables together. Here's the first word. cup, hiccup. The syllables are cat and nip. Put them together, catnip. That word is quicksand. It's a compound word. The first syllable is the word quick, and the second syllable is the word sand. Put it together, quicksand. This is another compound word, swordfish. The first syllable is sword. The second syllable is fish, swordfish. Just a few more words. Do. Some. That's a high frequency word that doesn't play fair. There. Great job decoding those words.
Writing.
And now it's time for our spelling practice. You can do it. As I share the word, you can focus on writing down the word, thinking about each sound you hear. Remember just to do your best and take your time. Here we go with our first word. Upset. I get upset when my friends don't share. Upset. Our second word is puffin. A puffin is a kind of bird. Here's our sentence. My mom thought the puffin was a penguin. Puffin. Our third word is grandkid. My grandma said I am a very kind grandkid. Grandkid. Nicely done. Here is our last word. It's a challenge word with 3 syllables. Just focus on writing each syllable at a time. The word is basketball. Did you watch the basketball game yesterday? Basketball. Okay, let's take a peek at what you wrote and compare it to my list. The first word was upset. That's a compound word. The syllables are up and set. The second word, puffin, is a rabbit word. The syllables are puff and fin. Puffin. Our third word is a compound word because each syllable is its own word. Grand kid. And finally, our last challenge word is basketball. The syllables are Bass, ket, ball, basketball. Great job with your writing today. Think about all the things you did well and what was a little challenging. And we will keep working on those challenging parts. Now, you are ready for a new writing challenge. Today, you are going to write a whole sentence. I'm going to share the sentence with you and read it a few times. And then you can take your time writing the sentence down. Just focus on each word at a time and remember to put that finger space between each word. You can start writing as soon as I finish saying the sentence, but I'll also repeat it a few times. Are you ready? Let's do it. The kitten had milk in the attic. The kitten had milk in the attic. The kitten had milk in the attic. Let's take a look at what you wrote. And if you didn't finish, you can keep working on it. Here's the sentence. The kitten had milk in the attic. Did you include all of the words in my sentence? In your sentence? Did you remember to have that uppercase or capital T at the beginning and a period at the end? And did you get those 2-syllable words? Kitten and attic. Excellent work with that new writing challenge.
Closing reflection.
Today we did a review of all the things we've been learning in this cycle. That includes doing some decoding practice, a writing review, and completing the new challenge of writing a sentence. What do you want to keep working on from this cycle? You should be standing up and dancing to celebrate your learning. Go ahead and kiss your brain. I'll see you here again next time as we start a new cycle. Until then, happy reading and writing.